Right this second, without asking your permission. Your body is making 2 million new blood cells, and it won't stop for the rest of your life. You are not one fixed thing. You are a constant demolition and rebuild happening every moment, mostly invisible, mostly ignored. Your bone marrow is a blood cell factory running 24 hours a day, pumping out roughly 200 billion red blood cells daily just to keep you upright and thinking. Your skin quietly sheds around 30,000 dead cells every minute, meaning the surface you're touching right now didn't exist a month ago. None of this needs your input, no conscious thought, no effort required. And that's just the beginning, because the deeper you look at what your body handles automatically, the stranger it gets. And by the end of this list, you'll never look at yourself the same way again. Your nervous system is running electrical signals through your body right now at speeds up to 268 miles per hour, faster than a Formula One car at full throttle. Specialized nerve fibers called myelinated axons act like insulated wires, letting pain signals, reflexes, and muscle commands travel almost instantly from spine to fingertips. That's why you can yank your hand off a hot stove before you consciously register the pain. Your spinal cord makes the call in a reflex arc, and your brain only finds out afterward, like reading a memo about a decision that already happened. Every second, billions of these pulses fire across roughly 45 miles of nerves packed inside you, coordinating everything from your heartbeat to your ability to read this sentence. You are, quite literally, a walking electrical grid that never needs a reboot. Your eyes are lying to you constantly, and you have no idea. Several times a second, your eyeballs make tiny rapid jumps called saccades. And during each jump your brain briefly goes blind, so it edits the gap out and stitches together a smooth, seamless video feed of the world. If a camera recorded exactly what hit your retina, it would look like violent, blurry chaos. Instead, your brain quietly deletes the blur and hands you a clean picture, moment after moment, for your entire life, without you ever noticing the editing room behind the scenes. On top of that, your eyes physically flip the image upside down when light hits your retina, and your visual cortex flips it back right side up before you're even aware an image existed. You've never seen the raw, unedited version of reality. Everything you've ever looked at was already rebuilt by your own brain first. Right now, your stomach is holding an acid strong enough to dissolve metal, and it isn't dissolving you. Gastric acid sits at a pH of around 1.5 to 3.5, strong enough to eat through a razor blade in about a day. Yet it's sloshing a few inches from organs made of the same basic proteins as everything else in your body. The only reason you're not digesting yourself is a thick layer of mucus lining your stomach wall, constantly regenerated before the acid can eat through it first. If that layer stopped renewing for even a short window, the acid would start breaking down your own stomach tissue, which is essentially what happens with certain ulcers. You carry a chemical weapon inside your torso every day, kept in check by a self-repairing shield most people never think about. You are outnumbered inside your own body. Trillions of bacteria, fungi, and other microbes live in your gut alone, and recent estimates put the ratio of microbial cells to human cells at close to 1:1, meaning nearly half of what you think of as you isn't technically human. These microbes manufacture chemicals that talk directly to your brain through the gut-brain axis, influencing your mood, your stress response, and even your food cravings. Some researchers believe certain gut bacteria can nudge you toward craving the exact foods that keep those bacteria alive, meaning a sugar craving might not fully be your own decision. Your gut also produces more serotonin than your brain does. Around 90% of your body's serotonin is made in your intestines, quietly steering your emotions from a place you'd never expect. Every single day, the DNA inside your cells gets damaged somewhere between 10,000 and 1 million times, from sunlight, pollution, ordinary metabolism, even just breathing. And every day, a squad of specialized repair proteins patches nearly all of it before it can cause harm, scanning your genetic code letter by letter like an emergency crew that never clocks out. This system is so relentless that if it stopped working for even a few days, cancer-causing mutations would start piling up fast. Scientists have compared it to a city that rebuilds itself completely, brick by brick, every single night while everyone sleeps. You will never consciously feel this, no sensation, no signal, nothing, just trillions of silent repairs, keeping the blueprint of you intact against odds that would terrify you if you understood the math. Your heart will beat somewhere around 3 billion times across your lifetime, And it's connected to a network of blood vessels so long that if you laid them end to end, they would circle the Earth more than twice. That's roughly 60,000 miles of arteries, veins, and capillaries packed inside a body maybe 6 feet tall, delivering oxygen so precisely that most cells are never more than a few cells away from a blood supply. Capillaries, the smallest of these vessels, are so narrow that red blood cells have to squeeze through single file, bending their own shape just to fit. Your heart generates enough pressure with each pump to squirt blood roughly 30 feet if a major artery were suddenly cut open, and it's happening right now in total silence, while you sit there reading unaware of the plumbing keeping you alive. Your brain makes up about 2% of your body weight, but right now it's burning through roughly 20% of your total energy just to keep you conscious and reading this. It fires an estimated 86 billion neurons across trillions of connections, generating enough electrical activity that a sensitive device against your skull could detect faint signals from your thoughts. Researchers estimate the brain processes tens of thousands of pieces of information every second, most of which never reaches your conscious awareness because your mind constantly filters out anything it decides isn't important. That's why you can walk into a loud room and still hear your name spoken quietly across it. Your brain was tracking every conversation the whole time, waiting to flag the one detail that mattered. Even your bones are lying to you about being solid and permanent. Your entire skeleton rebuilds itself roughly every 10 years, with specialized cells breaking down old bone tissue while other cells lay down brand new bone right behind them, so the skeleton holding you up today is not the one you had a decade ago, atom for atom. This process, called remodeling, ramps up wherever your bones face the most stress, which is why a heavy lifting arm literally becomes denser over time while an unused limb weakens. Astronauts lose significant bone density in just months without gravity, proving your bones constantly listen to the forces acting on them. You are, right now, walking around inside a skeleton younger than you'd ever guess, quietly demolished and rebuilt without a single receipt. So next time someone tells you to relax and do nothing, remind them doing nothing is one of the most insanely active things a human body can do. 2 million blood cells a minute, 60,000 miles of vessels, a self-repairing acid shield, and a brain quietly filtering an ocean of information, all running before you've even had your morning coffee. Which fact caught you the most off guard? Drop it in the comments, we genuinely read everyone. And if your mind is already racing thinking about everything your body does that you'll never feel or see, hit subscribe, because New Treasures drops a brand new deep dive like this one every week, and you won't want to miss what your body, or the universe around it, is hiding next.